Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell Eurylithi to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him.
This wretch has stood against your father before. You tremble to end him. Every part of your rancorous body yearns for it.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
A mind flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira! You killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the Dead Three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? A level head and a kind heart. It is well that Boo kept me from crushing either. I would be rid of this parasite. Minsk takes orders from only one tiny beast, and he is much cuter than any mind maggot. He is... Where is he?
Air's ripe with magic. What to do?
about that one. Could barely sleep for a 10-day.
Wait to show off the scar to a friend at school. Something over there.
Wood carving of a pair of wings, like an eagle's, but longer somehow. A cracked wooden mask with female features in the Rashemi style. A humble turnip, preserved by drying. A worn but still capable warhammer, sized for a halfling. A mailed fist in the Firecam armor style.
My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Such a hurry to our final moments. May I face death as bravely as you do. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart. And whiskers. And cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsk to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? You, this is Boo. And Boo, meet you? No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's Gate of Evil, together! I give you my solemn vow. Should any of us show signs of weakening to the worm, or any other evil, Boo will slaughter us all in our beds. I hope this brings you comfort. You have a great many companions already. There is no room for little Boo, or slightly larger Minsk. Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
I think you might have made... Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But... I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. I think you will find that Boo is the added bonus. Minsk is just here to carry him into battle. But you are right to focus on the fight. Ah. Those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command. Ask it. You speak of a battle more than a century past. We paid little mind to the path ahead. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down. I am no expert on the matter, despite all my experience.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
It sounds...
Can't slow down. I'd like some time to talk.
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk? So dark an alliance sealed with Sentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Boo! Why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek. The worm has already whipped me around the city like a slack-backed pony. I have no wish to saddle myself a second time. But if it cannot be Boo who pops inside my skull for a rummage, then I trust you. Or Jaheira, but she is currently possessed of an empty head. I much prefer your methods, my friend, but Boo is resolute. The worm, it must be.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... Your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No, that is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9 fingers keen. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster. That was not Minsk. That was the Stone Lord. Whatever strangeness you believe you saw, there is only one simple truth in Minsk's mind. The cult is evil. The guild is evil. And Minsk fights evil. If you cannot believe his words, then watch his doings. We will foil the Zentish plot, and then we will show 9 fingers the 5 fingers of Minsk. Yes? Minsk has forgotten nothing. Once we are done with the undoing of his deeds, then we will speak of this Stone Lord. You will grow to like Jaheira's incense in time. Like Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Boo never looks to give me fleas. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking. There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, it was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle. Really? Boo, I think our friend has suffered a head wound of his own. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Ah, you come in search of stories. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly. After all, in every city there is a sweat. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. The next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo walk on the wide, with stone dust in sensitive places. The mind of Minsk was occupied with important matters. And then, I was stone. For Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then it is now. I do not like these metal men on the street. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still stretches on. As long as that stench remains, no matter how old or young the world is, Minsk... Ah, Boo has an inkling that this is not... You are of the same blood as our old friend, a Ballspawn. That makes Minsk your uncle. Better not to ask. He has many dozen cousins, and not all... There is a lesson in this. We are born into a bloodline, yes, but we need not be bound by it. Take Minsk. He does not have a clear memory of a beard for the ages. Who could... Now, look closely at Minsk, and what do you see? Your gaze is naturally caught on my handsome face. The face that is loved by all, but... Do you see it? Who is correct? No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chip. If Minsk did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness? It is simple. As with all battles, the winner will be the one that carries the... Well, the mind of Minsk is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of... It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomon style. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsk, Minsk also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? Exactly so! If I must peer... No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsk cannot... As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. On this matter I have held small council with... Squeeze like so! until something pops. Ah. Pay that noise no mind. None at all. Ah, you are right, Boo. Ridiculous. Minsk shall be your shadow, as Boo is his. What is it, my friend? Minsk is an open book. With me. You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult. Minsk and Boo are of one mind and one heart. So small is Boo. But Minsk, of course, will translate. Boo has said it is unkind to speak behind the backs of some of our companions. And unwise to say certain things to their faces. Ah, the Great Blade of Frontiers! A fine name. It is good to know the city did not go unprotected while I wore pigeon droppings on the wide. Jahira did her part, of course, but she prefers to scowl from the shadows. The city needs a name, a face, preferably a furry companion, too. Mizora. This is some manner of exotic bird? What? Will, the Blade of Frontiers of whom I... Boo speaks... If there be a devil on his shoulder, then Minsk and Boo will sit astride the other. He will not be long in coming back to himself. Indeed, a berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat and metal, and I would never think to mock. She is as fine a warrior as any I've met. No, better. Karlak is Karlak, and soon Karlak will still be Karlak. But Karlak will also be cured. And if she dies, what of it, says Boo? The hells themselves could not hold the first time, and now... Do you come to speak of the last time Minsk... As you wish. No! There is a very ancient and very wise... He who would try to control... I read it on the privy wall in the Blushing Mermaid many years ago. Shh, friend. Boo does not like... You should stop listening to this Emperor. Minsk trusts it... No. I do not think our new friend wishes to see me blubbering, Boo. Minsk is... This Emperor played a It came to me in dreams. Where Dinah here. A witch up... It was not easy. And she was right. But it was the world that bowed to... And in the end, it was she who died, protecting me. That... Hearing her voice again... For a moment, it told me... Dinah here. Hers was more the I think on what she would say to Minsk now. So long as... you will grow to like Jahira's incense in time. Minsk is an open book. Boo is ready with... well... You have traveled at her side much longer than Minsk and Boo. What is it you... Aha! So there is business. Boo has nose for these things, you know. Of the drow, I can say only this. She may be treacherous. She too was duped by... Boo still with... A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur. Minsk is an open book. Boo is ready with... Minsk knows her people well. The skin of the world is thin up in Rasheman. And it is easier there for things to slip between. Sometimes these are wonders from us. The children of Gith live long and forget the face of death. And so they come to Rasheman to be reminded. They are raiders, so they raid. Minsk's people are... No, Minsk has no hatred for... Besides, the children...
And for a moment, you share in a vision tinged with his...
The Githyanki may have Minsk of Rasheman's ire. Sometimes healthy... A little rest to brush the road. Minsk is an open book. Boo is... She hangs split between her two sides. But, like Boo, after she is a Sharin no more, and free of her. Boo says it was perhaps a den of denial. Silence and secret. That is why Minsk always speaks his mind. My old friend Keldorn told... But when Minsk thinks of those villains tormenting our gentle Moon Witch, he wants to kick them in the cloister. Yes, burn, says you, and we shall set fire to the night. Or perhaps the night is too large to burn.
You don't have the pocket money for that. Please. Maybe a little one, but you have to pay me.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Do know, and I don't know.
So it's that simple. Drop your weapons, bring out Nine Fingers, and this can all end peacefully. For you, at least. What's this, Stone Lord? It's a little late to change the terms of our deal. I'm not. I'm turning on Nine Fingers. This place has been due a change in management for some time. Her guild is disorganized, undisciplined. The cult broke them in a matter of days, while my Zentarim still stands strong. A guild under our control can do what Nine Fingers failed to. Drive the Absolute out of the city once and for all, and then remain on in the city to protect its good citizens from any future threats. For a reasonable fee, of course.
My hamster can smell your lies, villain. Foul not his little nose.
Fine. Let us talk of truth, then. Do your friends know how many you killed in the Absolute's name, Stone Lord? Do you?
Do not call me that. Minsk is Minsk.
Oh? I don't recall any tales of Minsk helping the likes of Nine Fingers. A known thief? A murderer? I thought Minsk of Rashamen served the side of good. I'm the last to judge, big man. You were just following orders. And hey, that's all you have to do now. If you don't know what's right, just let the grown-ups talk. Because I know your friend will make a smart choice.
Your leader is not wrong. The guild is a band of treacherous scoundrels, and Nine Fingers the worst among them. But the Stone Lord, Minsk, was many times worse. I have no right to judge, so it will not be Minsk who does the judging. My hamster will count to 3. Lay down your arms, Zentarim, and Boo will spare your lives.
Truly? I am handing you the guild, and you'd throw it all away on the word of a madman. Think about this. It defies all logic. Oh, enough. Zentarim, to arms! Kind of you to take the Zentarim down first. That doesn't make us friends. Come on then, Stone Lord. If you mean to take my chair, you'll get no better chance than this.
Minsk has no interest in your furniture, Nine Fingers. Only in the wicked rump that fills it.
What?
You have been a stone in this city's boot for too long. And it will be no Stone Lord who reaches twixt Baldur and sticky toes to dislodge you. It will be Minsk!
I haven't got the slightest idea what he's trying to say. Proof that he is back to normal, no? The same sorry tale as yours, then? Well, bizarre as it is, it explains how this idiot wound up serving the dead three. Good. I'd rather you die as Minsk, the mad Rashimar. It's silly, but... do you know? You were something of a hero of mine when I was young.
Even now, your tongue twists the truth. When you were young and ten-fingered still, Minsk and Boo were stone, instatuated on a city square.
Aye. I remember the spot. By a garden on the Wide. A soft thicket near the market, with ample pockets to pick. Celestia itself to a street rat looking for shelter. You might not have been wrestling monsters, but you kept the wind and the rain off. Heroic enough for me.
Bah! You tried to dampen Boo's eyes. Do not think you will be spared his teeth. Evil is evil, even if it was once innocent.
Oh, I'm no innocent. But evil? Well, you tell me. With the Fist, the Watch, and the Council itself all licking the Absolute's boots, who's the only one left standing to protect Baldur's Gate?
She's right, Minsk. She's been an ally down through the years. A friend, even.
A friend? Jahira, Boo cannot believe his ears. Has the city fallen so far in our absence? Are there no heroes left?
Heroes come and go. But the Guild has always been here, protecting the city. Until the Stone Lord came to break us.
I am shamed. Nadeshka. Unworthy to fight alongside my friends. Boo, what am I to do?
I can't speak for your rodent, but I know something of debts. If you reckon you've got one to repay, well, we could always work together.
With you? Pfft. Minsk has no lust for gold. That he would shake grandmothers by their ankles, or set Boo nibbling at their purse strings.
I'm not talking about that. We've both got bigger enemies than one another. The city's enemies. And, Tyr's honest truth, you gave my guild the wake-up call it needed. We've grown complacent, lazy, too sure of our standing. We never would have needed the Zent if we'd had a fighting force of our own. Swords for the city when the Watch and the Fist fail us.
Like a berserker lodge of my homeland. No army or militia serving the local lords, but heroes working for the common good.
Heroes. Sure.
Very well. Minsk and Boo accept.
I'm sorry, you what?
Boo and I will be your berserker lodge, taking the ugly ways of your guild and beating them into a more virtuous shape.
That's not even slightly what I was saying. I wasn't asking.
You are right. I have proven myself unworthy. I cannot serve this city if I was so easily turned against it. If I do not know my own mind, perhaps I no longer know what is good. Boo!
Boo.
Boo! Kingpin Boo! My friend, your wisdom is vast and unknowable as the Rashimi High Country. What say you, Boo? When the Absolute is slain, shall we join Nine Fingers Keen and show her the ways of goodness?
You did say he was your hero, Estelle. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, can't we just go back to killing one another instead?
All right, fine. Let's leave this particular fight for when the actual war is won, shall we? With the Stone Lord off my back, I'll be able to bring my people out of hiding. Cobble together a force, so we're ready when you call on us. You have my thanks. Though, I'm still not actually sure you haven't made my life that little bit harder. You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it? You can't just swallow every bit of storybook tripe that you hear.
Do I strike you as a little lost girl looking for a hero?
Now lose the stupid look on your face and tell me what you need. Enemies and assets are all the guild know. Don't think I won't use him. If the Rashomar wants to work off a blood debt, I won't turn him down. My guild was too fractured to stand up to the Absolute. Too corrupt to see the...
And you're sure you'll handle Minsk so easily as that?
What? I was trying to spy a nice warm spot for Boo's bedding.
I think I'll manage. We need to survive the fight to come first. So let's save our talk for a bright new day. Hmm? Kill the Absolute. And keep the big bull berserker out of trouble. We'll find out if either of those things is possible. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we've crossed paths over the years. Two hands. Oh, I can't stand Harper's as a...
You mean that as a compliment?
The same way I'm not just the lowly thief, vagabond, and murderer the Watch and peers would paint me as. Ha! Which part? The Stone Lord's hollowed. You might have removed Gortash. But Orange, when the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure thieves, frauds, and the guild isn't any one thing. We're every... But it's not the Watch that keeps the peace. If we take a little tribute in return or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? Clean water, filthy riches, and air. Right now, I'll settle for take.
My friend, it may shock you both to know, but... And that same one man is Minsk. Never has Boo been more proud of... I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone. So I wonder... if... Boo... But still... I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. Yes, Boo, we really should be up. It is a... The berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves. It is a sword of symbol... Do you feel it, Boo? As you wish, but quietly. Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is... Why do we stop, my friend?
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles.
Yes? Ask it. Work to be done.
You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it? Oh, did you... A chat? The rat, all the more reason to be rid of the... You can't just...
Nine Fingers Keen feared Guildmaster as a woman of many masks. And yet with me...
Now lose the stupid look on your face and tell me what you need.
Enemies are now. If the ration. My guild was too.
What?
I think I'll manage. We need to survive the fight to come first.
All's well that ends